Hi guys, so a lot of you have been asking me how I draw hair, and I haven't filmed that yet, how I was traditionally drawing hair, but for now I can do a digital one that's just real quick tutorial on how I color and shade hair on the, the computer, my digital drawings. So this is one type of hair that I do. I just color it by making it darker at the top and blending it into a lighter color. Whether this person has ombre hair or not, I can just use other shades. But these are all different kinds of hair colorings that I've done in shading. This is the basic one that I just showed you. You just do darker at the top, lighter at the bottom, but always make sure that the behind the hair, the front of the hair, and the back, make sure that the back of the hair is still darker than in the front because it's shaded, you know, it's underneath. See, these all have darker hair more underneath. Well, this one doesn't seem to have it as much, but... So, this is basically the exact same as this, except I used like overlay and luminosity in both lighter and darker colors to kind of make some lines around it. And this one is basically just one flat dull color, but with a highlight across the side and darker color behind. This one is also the bit like, cause like I do the space color for basically everything except this one. So this one has like some little airbrush highlights within some different strokes. And this one is also the same. Yumi, get out of the blinds. My cat's playing in the blinds. Okay. So this one, these two are a lot more detailed. What I did was I basically took the darker to light and then kinda edited all the shading how I think, like, cause like she would cast a shadow right here and underneath her head and behind her body, so that's darker on that spot. The end of the hair is lighter than the top of the head. I just kind of created a lighter color in the middle of all of the hair and then added some highlights in the middle of that. And then I added some strokes, light and dark, again, like I said with this one. Same goes with this one, except I used like a different brush. Like this one is just kind of, this is thicker, this is less thick, and then this is like a hair kind of stroke brush. But those are different ways you could do it. And then if you have like really curly hair, you could do something like this. I just did lighter at the top, darker on the bottom for the base layer, and then I kind of added like a texture so that it's kind of like splotchy, spotty for curly hair, because I don't really know if, like, you know, the hair is like so curly. I don't really know how to shade that very easily and where the strokes are going. They're kind of just all over the place, so that's why I created a texture. We could make like pink hair. So if you want like strictly pink hair or something. Okay, let's change the line work real quick. I'm making the line work darker than the darkest color on the hair. Okay, so then if this is the darkest color on the line work, then we want the darkest color on the head to be lighter than that. Like this. You can still kind of see the line work here. So I kind of just do this, and then like I'll pick, you know, colors kind of in between and blend them. So there's different shades. And so it gets lighter towards the bottom. And it needs to be lighter on the bottom. And again, you want darker hair towards this part. Whether it's blended or not. It looks good without it blended, actually. But, yeah. So, once you get your base color, there's different ways that you can use to shade it. So, you could get your lightest color, or just like white or whatever. And you can just put like a stroke in. And just lower the opacity and it's kind of shaded like that. Or you can also just make sure to give highlights. Like, I'm still gonna use the same. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna blend that. And I'll try changing it to luminosity or something, and then lowering the opacity. I don't know. I don't usually use this specific technique on chibis that often, because it's kind of difficult. So then, other things you can do is grab like any kind of brush, like whether it's like I can get a hairbrush or something, so it's kind of streaky. And the lighter that you use it, the more streaky it looks. So you can grab that and do shade, like a shade layer, a darker layer, which would be, a lot of people use their darker layer as overlay. So you could use like overlay and make the ends of the hair, or the ends of each hair stroke darker. Sorry, this looks really bad. I'm kind of just... So this is what you do. Now the way that hair is highlighted is the ends are darker when the middle of them are lighter. So like for the top of the head here, this is where that would go. The shade would be towards the parting and the tips of the hair, the tips of the hair strokes. And you could try all different kinds of sizes of hair strokes. So now it's kind of a little bit more defined, and you can, like, you know, change the opacity and make it look better. And then you basically do the same thing except the opposite with white. See, instead of doing the ends, you would do the middle. Like that. I don't usually put too much highlight in the back though, because like I said, it's darker right there because it's like completely shaded. And one of the best things that I've learned about this is to kind of try all different kinds of strokes. Mess with layers, play with them, try different colors. Like, I could put this on shade, and then I could, like, preserve the opacity so I can change it to a different color. So now it's a kind of a pinkish color, but I can change it how I like. But yeah, so that's one way you can do that, and I just recommend adding the same thing but in different sizes. Oops. Okay, so yeah, just try it in different sizes and it'll look good the more different sizes and shapes that you add. I'll try 50. This is like a lot smaller than this. See, different sizes really makes it a lot more realistic. And this is like really sloppy. I could do so much better, but I'm just kind of being quick. I don't feel like putting so much effort into it right now. But yeah. So there's all different kinds of things that you can do to make it. I think the top of the head looks really sloppy, but I'm not really good at shading this kind of bangs and stuff. But I hope that this really helps. There's all different kinds of things that you can try to make everything, the hair, look better, or just simple. All you need is like a simple line in the right spot and some darker color behind the hair. So there's all different kinds of things that you can try. Thank you for watching.